Hi, this is Scrollworks Sessions, and I'm here with Kate Taylor and Alan Rosser from Dead Fingers, and I'm going to ask them a couple of questions about their upcoming album and their performance at Secret Stages this weekend. So hello, welcome.
Hi,
Thank you for being here. Can you talk about both of your kind of musical experiences before you formed Dead Fingers?
Yeah, I grew up playing music, took music lessons as a kid. My dad's a musician, my siblings are musicians, so it was just always a part of my life. And then even into high school, I went to the School of Fine Arts actually downtown, and was a music major there. So.
What was your primary instrument?
I started out as a percussion major actually, and I did that for a few years, and then I switched and I was a voice major for my last few years. So I was kind of all over the place there, but it was good. So I just always played in bands and stuff, and ended up kind of taking more of that route, obviously, than like the trained musical route. But I always played, you know, forever.
Basically, the same story, just about. I started, both my parents were musicians as well, and just sort of grew up doing it. My brother gave me his drum set when I was about 12, and I just got to bang on them. My parents were cool with me playing late, and just sort of played through high school, and sort of just fell into it.
There's actually a picture that Alan found recently of me playing guitar in his basement when I'm like 11, so he's probably like 12.
Yeah.
From back in the day, so yeah, we go way back.
And how did you guys come up with the name Dead Fingers? Where did that come from?
It's a kid's trick, and you know, it's like a playground trick. Like, put your hand up.
Oh, I'm scared.
No, don't be scared. And then you do that with your hand. It feels like you have a numb finger.
Yes, yes.
So that's called Dead Fingers. And I was showing Taylor that one day, and he was like, "That's a cool band name." So then there it was.
Okay, so you are actually married to
Yeah.
Taylor Hollingsworth.
Yeah, he couldn't be here. I'm sorry.
So, how has being married to the person you write music with, how has that changed the way your process?
It really hasn't, honestly. I mean, we both. Alan likes to give us a hard time when we're like at practice and we'll bicker about some kind of song. But as far as like writing and stuff goes, it hasn't really affected it because we still write separately for the most part. And then we'll kind of like, okay, I got this new idea. Every now and then we'll help each other kind of finish a song. Or like, I think you kind of have two versions. Like, no, I like when it does this more. But we always did that. I mean, we were friends for 10 years before we got married, so that was always the same.
So if he doesn't like your melody, you don't burn his dinner or anything like that?
Well, I mean, I'm not going to go as far as that. I mean, no, but it's pretty easy, pretty laid back. Every now and then we'll have, I guess, a little marital spat over something stupid, but we're pretty good at making, you know, like house stuff, marriage stuff, and then band stuff. So even if we do bicker at practice, it's easy to just leave it there, and it's like, that's a band fight, that's different.
Okay, so your debut album is called Dead Fingers, and it was released earlier this year, and Spin Magazine gave it a 7 out of 10. How does it feel to have such rave reviews for your debut?
Awesome, we're stoked. This is my first official release with any band, really, that I've, as far as like writing songs and stuff, was part of the band. So man, we're stoked. We just kind of had our fingers crossed, didn't know how it would do, just kind of threw it out there, but yeah, we got a couple of good reviews, so we're real happy about that. And
so you're going on a European tour?
Yeah, it's going to be, well, it was supposed to be released June 22nd in Europe. It might get pushed back a little bit, but so we'll get over there as soon as possible. It actually might be delayed because I'm pregnant.
Oh,
so
congratulations.
Thank you. So up to a certain point of the year, I won't be able to travel because of that, but we'll be over there very soon as that's released, so super excited about that. So
you guys are kind of marketed as a duo, so what sets you apart? Because that's pretty popular right now in music with like the Civil Wars and She and Him. How are you guys different from all the other duos out there?
Well, because we bring raw songs with us.
Ta-da!
This is right here.
That's your uniqueness points right there.
Yeah, I mean, you know, because it's definitely, well, fronted by the two of us, but, and you know, we've certainly played shows just as a duo, but, you know, we like, I mean, Rosser's part of the band, and we like having him on drums. It sounds awesome. We travel well together. He makes me laugh all day, so that's real easy. So I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's necessarily, at least on that first record, you know, we're going back in the studio soon to work on our second, but I don't think that the record is like necessarily just in one vein, like it's this sound and easily describable. So I think that kind of sets us apart. You know, we kind of touch on several different genres, so it keeps it fresh. At least we hope.
Gotta keep it fresh.
Exactly, that's our motto.
So how did you guys know that you wanted to be musicians and do this for real instead of just as a hobby?
It's the only thing I've ever wanted to do. I mean, 'cause this is the first like legitimate band I've made money in, you know. And by making money, I mean paid half of my bills.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know how much money you're
let me be clear with that. I meant paid like a cell phone bill and I paid my power bill in one day, which that was a pretty good day.
Yeah.
Because usually those two are alternating months on who gets paid and who gets to ride the I'll get it next month train. But yeah, it's all I've ever wanted to do.
Same here. That was just it. And again, I think because I have 2 older siblings, and that's what they did, and that's what my dad did for most of his life. I mean, he's still a musician. I mean, he played in bands and was a touring musician. So it's just that's just kind of what I was gonna do. And same for Taylor. He was the same way. I mean, he grew up playing guitar, grew up being in bands. There was just really never anything else he was gonna do. It was just always this.
So you guys kind of earlier talked about how you got started playing music it was in your family and you also did it in school. So why do you guys think music education is important in the lives of kids and just people in general?
Well, because there's a lot of kids like us that are out there that's just the only thing that you latch onto, and that's just it for you and forever. But honestly, and I was thinking about it a little more, just knowing that we were coming here and knowing what you guys do and everything. And I think even for kids that don't know that that's what they want to do with their lives, or even realize that it's something that they love, but I think to have that, whether it's like that hour during the school day or that couple hours after school, that they go to these lessons or that they're involved in things like that, it's just a chance for them to be creative and to use this other part of their brain that they might not get to do normally at school or at home or whatever. And I think when they're real little, maybe they don't even realize that that's why they like it or why they enjoy it. But I think it's important for kids to have that outlet and have that chance to just be creative and use that part of their brain. And then as they get older, see what they want to do with it maybe. But and your parents teach music, right? Or your mom?
Yeah, my mom taught music for 15 years, and I was talking to her about it, and it helps round out a person, you know. Like even if you have a child that doesn't latch on to music, you know, it's still good to have a basic knowledge of it, you know, like, I can play chopsticks on the piano. Well, good, you know, and checked it out, you didn't like it. Or you did, and
but yeah, you pursued it.
You couldn't stop, you know. So I just think it helps round out a person in general, you know.
And who doesn't love music? That's just, I mean, even as adults, you know, everyone likes music. You like to listen to music and everything, so whether or not you end up like playing the music that you like to listen to or a different style of music, but it's just kind of in everybody's blood, whether you are like a real musician or not. I mean, everyone enjoys music.
Everyone likes to tap along to the
you know.
It's an inescapable part of life.
Definitely. So I think it's great to give kids a chance to be a part of that, just to check that out.
So what is your best piece of advice for our young musicians?
Practice.
Practice, and don't be discouraged if someone says, you'll never make it.
Yeah.
Someone's got to make it.
And the thing is too, and I'm so big on this, I mean, what is like making it even mean? You know, I mean, if that's what you want to do, you'll figure out a way to do it, and I think that's just so important. Yeah, so when people are trying to discourage, like, well, you got to, you know, well, what's your real job, or what are you going to do? You know, I mean, don't listen. If that's what you want to do, you'll make it work. And I think it's important for people to know that, and so to practice and just to keep playing if that's what you want to do.
Okay, cool. So we can find your album, Dead Fingers, at biglegalmessrecords.com. Y'all are playing from 12:30 a.m. to 1:30 a.m. Sunday morning, Saturday night. At Metro Bar, y'all are one of the last bands to play at Secret Stages, so don't miss them. Stick around.
I'm out. 12:30. You can make it. I'm pregnant. If I can make it, you can make it.
How can you even...
Can't argue that.
Thanks so much for coming in.
Yeah, no problem.
That's right.
Hey, this is Scrollworks Sessions.
All of the happiness I found, I get stuck inside my mouth. Reasons accidental, and I That always seems to happen when I'm getting sentimental. There's always something bigger in my head than what's been stated. I love you sounds so easy, but I guess it's complicated. Sometimes I just do it and I got no reasons why. I guess there's just this emptiness all bottled up inside. There's no forecast for when it blows. Don't try to pop my lid, 'cause there's so much there I'm trying to tell you. But I'd tell you if I did. I don't wanna bother you.